All right. Just checking some stuff here. Check, 1, 2. Looking good. What's up, everybody? Been a while since I did a live stream. I'm actually in the United States. Yes, I'm in the United States. I've been here for a couple weeks, and I came back from my daughter's graduation. Right. Let me pull up my notes here. So yeah, I mean, so when I moved to the Philippines, almost 3 years now. Wow, it's hard to believe. One of the agreements I had with my daughter is that I would move back or I would come back for her graduation. And so that's why I'm here. She's graduating high school. Incredible event, such a great time. I'll shoot a little bit around that. I'm not quite sure exactly what. I've shot some video and stuff like that, but that stuff I think will mainly just be personal use for them. But anyways, I'm back here in Colorado. I've seen a bunch of family. I've been out to Cleveland and hung out with family there. I'm getting ready to head to Tampa area and see my son down there. And then I come back. So I come back. I think I'll be back in Cebu on June 1st. So a couple weeks. I'm excited to see my boy, and I'm excited that I'm here and visiting. But I'm also ready to get back. And yeah, so that's kind of why I'm out. And then also too, and I wanted to bring this up because, sorry, I'm just chatting with Mary Rose. She might join. So Mary Rose, if you're listening, you should try to see if you can click on that link and join. All right. So this is kind of a little bit of a tip for guys that are looking to move out here, because I just kind of went through all this myself. I really went through, and so I was here for 3 weeks, right? I went through and updated everything with an expiration date. Got my driver's license updated. So simple, right? In the state of Colorado, you can do it online. So I went to the DMV, upgraded my driver's license. My driver's license went from expiring in 2027, just a couple of years, to 2030. So that was Rockstar. And then I called basically all my credit cards and issued all new credit cards. I got my debit card back, thank goodness, right? I've been out of my debit card for 2 years, which was a little bit of a fiasco, but I worked around it. So renew everything with a expiration date. The one thing I didn't want to renew because I don't think I had enough time was my passport. So, but you can renew your passport. You can do it in Cebu at the embassy there as well as Manila. So I wasn't too worried about that. But everything else, updated everything with an expiration date. I also went and got some electronics. I updated my shaver. My shaver's like 10 years old. I can't remember which one, like the Braun 9 or Series 9. Really, really good razor. Anyway, so I updated stuff like that. Got some new technology. I got a really large capacity, like I think a 24 terabyte hard drive. Can't find those in the Philippines. The largest capacity drive I've seen is maybe 4 terabyte, 6 maybe. So I got a nice 24 terabyte hard drive here. So I upgraded some technology and stuff like that. Let's see here. What else is on my notes? Yes, grabbed a few electronics and YouTube travel stuff. I replaced one of my Kriega packs that was starting to wear out, had a hole in it. So that's another thing that brings me. You can get some of this stuff there in the Philippines, right? But like my razor, because it's over $200 or 150 or 200. Anyways, there's a mark in Amazon where if you order above that, you're going to get an import tax. So some of these bigger items, like my bag was $200, my razor was $200. Those are all things that I wanted to go ahead and get here because I wouldn't have to pay that import tax. So just some kind of pro tips about you're looking to come out. Those are all things that you're going to want to do kind of right before out so you can get those expiration dates running. Let's see here. Yeah, talked about how I traveled around Cleveland. I got some family out there, getting ready to see my boy in Tampa. Really interesting being out in some of these other areas, and more so too. I noticed Ohio was really kind of in this, and maybe it just was the people I was hanging out with, but the politics out there was pretty serious, man. It was wild. It was one of those things because I'd been away from it for so long, and I'll probably get it when I get back to the States to shoot a whole video kind of on this general idea as far as what I thought about being back in the US. And really, I am so really thankful and grateful to be living where I'm living in the Philippines. I mean, coming back here has made me realize how much I actually really love my life in the Philippines. I love what I'm doing. I mean, I'm not working. I'm hopping on a motorcycle and I'm traveling around. I got a great, incredible girlfriend. Just my life is really good there. And if I would come down to one word to describe kind of my feeling of my life, is I just feel free. I feel free and I feel alive. Yeah, just really, really kind of blessed and cool. So, just kind of reading through my notes here. Yeah, so really, I just had a kind of a brief things I wanted to talk about real quick. I don't really have a topic, kind of open discussion. We can talk about whatever's there and that kind of deal. So feel free to ask anything you want to ask. Let the questions run off. Mary Rose, where are you at, Di? Where are you at? Huh? Are you coming? Come on up. They don't want to see me. So what? Cool. So I can click on the comments. So one of the things you'll notice up here in the this side over here. So during this tax season, I got really present to the costs of YouTube, and I'm a pretty high budget channel. I've got microphones, I've got drones, I've got cameras, and all of that. And when I tallied it all up, I was spending like $11,000 a year, and so I was like, all right, that's a little bit excessive for a channel that's making maybe $8,000 a year, right? Really, it's not even covering the cost. So, and while I'm not really struggling for money, and that's another thing I kind of want to touch on, I've done a lot of budget stuff and going to be doing a lot of budget stuff, but I'm not really struggling for money. I'm also not rich, right? I'm doing this super early. So my point being is one of the things I cut back was high expenses like this. This guy's like 400 or 300 bucks for the year. So I'm like, you know what? Screw that. I'm just going to do the free version and see what I can do. Unfortunately, the quality isn't as good. It's only pushing 720p, but I'm also not live streaming as much as I used to. So apologize for that. But I'm excited that I can kind of click on this and I can post the comments up still with a free version. So that's great. Looking forward to that. What's up, Hex? What's up, man? Guys, I'm here with you, man. I'm here in the States. And actually, Mitch, I'm going to be down in Florida. I know you're in that area, I thought, but I'm going to be in the Tampa area here on Sunday. I don't have a ton of time, but I'm going to be down there on Sunday. I get in, I think early morning on Sunday, or no, maybe I think it's maybe even early Monday morning I get in. And then I'm in all day Monday, Tuesday, and then I fly back Wednesday, and then I fly back. I see someone. And then I fly back to the Cebu on Saturday, I think. Is that Mary Rose? What's up, Di? I can't hear you. There you are.
What's up, man?
What's up? Aww.
I can't join using your laptop, so I join using my phone.
Okay. The laptop wouldn't work, huh?
Yeah, it needs a Google Chrome.
Oh, what about the MacBook? Oh, you needed Google Chrome?
Yeah, it
Okay.
says it should work in Safari.
Oh, you know what? I think I am on Chrome. Chrome should be installed there. But yeah. Oh, it's so nice to see you. I haven't seen her in a couple weeks, and honestly, it's been a tough trip because we're on the other side of the planet, so we haven't been able to talk much. Our schedule had misaligned, so it's been a little bit of a challenge, right, Di?
Yeah.
It's nice to see you, though. She just got back from Kalangaman Island, and she was there for the weekend, celebrated your graduation with your friends. Really congratulations to you as well for completing your industrial engineering degree. Your official graduation comes up, though, in a couple weeks, right? 10 days or so?
Yeah, May 30.
Yeah. So really proud of you also. And, thanks for understanding that I had to come back here as I had made this agreement with my daughter. So, yeah, appreciate that. All right, so you got two in the house. You've got the incredible, beautiful Mary Rose. You've got the wild and crazy Chris, Carefree Chris. So use this up, guys. Ask your questions. Feel free to ask whatever you want. It's nice to see you, babe. It's really good to see you. Yeah, you're in Orlando? Okay. heading out on Monday. Heck, you and I did a call, didn't we? I thought we might have done a call together. Yeah. Anyways, man. Yeah, man. Hope all is good there. I'm going down to Tampa to see my boy on. Like I said, I think I get in early Monday morning, so I'm really excited about that. Yeah, I'm just excited to reconnect with him and chat with him. So looking forward to that. Yes, Mr. Dave. What's up, brother? Where are you at nowadays, man? What part of the world are you in? This guy travels all over the world, man. It's really, really spectacular. You haven't met him yet, Mary Rose, but I've met him a couple times in person in Cebu. Just a really interesting character. He's actually playing the role of a character, man. He's kind of a modern living actor. Life after 50. Hey, good to see you, Chris. Where in Florida you headed to? Yeah, dude. I think, are you and I chatting or no? I can't remember. Anyways, I am heading to Tampa, Florida. I think actually my boy's in the Gibsonton area. I think that's where he's at. And then so we'll be down there. We'll hang out for a couple days. I don't know what we've got planned, but just hang out and visit kind of deal. It's one of the things I'm present to as I've been back here is I have slowed down a ton. I'm not nearly as busy as I used to. I know that's probably wild for you to think, Mary Rose, but I have just the people here in the States, Mary Rose, are like go, 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 nonstop, So here I'm just happy being here, just chilling, just relaxing on the couch, doing whatever. So anyways, yeah, I'm heading down to Tampa to see my son down there. Excited about that. Philippines adventure. What's up, man? Mayong gabi. It's been another thing, Mary Rose, is I've been learning a lot of Spanish again because I've been back here. So probably when I come back to the Philippines, I'll be speaking Spanish. A little, poquito. Yes. Yeah, you're from the Bill. I'm from the Tampa area, living in Davao. So, dude, Bill, I lived in Tampa. I lived on Anna Maria Island in the late 80s, right? I was down in Anna Maria. I lived down there for a while, and then I lived in Bradenton for a while, and then I lived in Tampa for a while. So, yeah, absolutely. I lived in the Florida area, but then in the late 90s, I actually moved to Colorado, and I lived in Colorado from the late 90s to whatever hell year that was. I moved out here, right? 2023. I'm sorry, moved to Cebu and whatever year, 2023. When did I move there, Di? 3 years ago, coming up. 3 years in December from Denver. But yeah, man, I like Tampa. It's all right. I'm excited to get back and see it, see what it is. I'm betting it's actually hotter in Tampa than it is in the Philippines. Steve, what's your flight path back to the Philippines? Yeah, interesting question, Steve, and I'm glad you brought it up because it is something I thought was unique. Not so much my flight back to the Philippines, but my flight from Cebu to the United States. So I was flying United, and I think my flight was around $1,300, and I had some seat upgrades, right? I had some economy plus seating or something like that, right? And I think I paid for 2 bags. So yeah, it was right around $1,300 round trip. But my flight back home, back to the United States, I went Cebu to Tokyo, NRT, and then NRT direct to Denver, man. That was rock star. It was like a 10-hour flight is all. Really cool. But my flight back isn't as good, right? I'm here in Denver. I'll fly Denver, I think San Francisco or LA. I can't remember which. But I fly Denver to San Francisco anyways. And then San Francisco to NRT, and then NRT to Cebu. And that leg from whatever, San Francisco to NRT, I think is like 12 hours, right? So no fun. But I guess too, you're heading into the wind, right? So it's a little bit longer. But yeah, so yeah, that was my flight, all United, like I said, about $1,300. Hex, I got a question. When I was visiting the Philippines, I was very disappointed in the infrastructure in Cebu. Hex, I get it, brother. It's an adjustment, right? It is. There's no question. for the infrastructure is going to be pretty bad in Cebu. It's pretty bad in the Philippines in general. You know, it's just one of those things you kind of get used to. But you can also find nice accommodations, right? Like in Cebu in particular, if you stick to the IT park, you stick to the business park, those two neighborhoods there, you'll have nice accommodations, nice apartments, that kind of deal. But yeah, I hear you. Infrastructure can be a little bit of a challenge, especially if you're coming from a modern, upscale living here in the United States in the West. I can see that. Yeah, stick to some of those nicer neighborhoods, Hex, and you should be good. Or a lot of guys where they go is BGC or Makati. But to me, it almost feels like you didn't leave the United States, right? I don't know. And I think that goes with a lot of the cities now. I almost think you got to get out of these bigger cities. You got to get out of Cebu, Manila, heck, probably even Iloilo, Dumaguete. I don't know if Davao is bad anymore, but I'm sure it probably will be. Just these high traffic foreigner areas are I just think there's better places to live where you're around more of the locals. I prefer to be around more of the locals than I do the foreigners. Nothing against the foreigners, but I moved there to be around Filipinos, right? So that's just what I prefer. What about you, Dai? What do you see? What do you see the differences between the big cities in that? And what do you think of your infrastructure in Cebu?
I'm not fan of a big city, but it's like chaos in bigger places than in province.
Are you a
It's
country girl? Is that what you're saying?
no.
Yes, that's what you're saying. Yeah,
No. Uh-huh.
you don't like the cities. You like being in the country, out on the farm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So if you could have a big like two bedroom condo looking over the city, maybe seeing the water in Cebu, that kind of deal, or if you could have a nice 2 bedroom house on a farm looking over the ocean, which one would you choose?
Maybe a mountain in the side and then an air. You can see in the side. Both.
Right. No, but you're a country girl. You like the country. And look, there's nothing wrong with being a city person or a country. I'm it's interesting because I'm more of a city guy before I moved to the Philippines, and after living in the Philippines, I actually prefer more of the country type living than I do in the cities. Just because like Hex is saying, the infrastructure isn't really as good. So, and then the people are different. That was the main reason why I moved out to the Philippines, is for the people, right?
It's different in the province.
It is.
It feels home.
It does. Yeah. No, it's really cool, Dai. You're right on. It's just much more chill, right? I mean, even
Yeah.
when you say the words, I kind of just feel it. It's just a different vibe out there. That video that we just put out today, when we're walking out in the markets and stuff, that's so cool to me. I just dig that a lot. Getting the fruits and all that, going to the meat shop every day and saying hi to the people at the store. Yeah. Do they ask about me? Where's Bruce Willis?
Yeah, they asked about you. They said, "Where's your opal boyfriend?"
Yeah. They call me your husband. Where's your husband?
Yeah. The meat shop too. They asked you.
Well, tell them I'll be home soon. Yeah. In hindsight, 2 weeks would have been plenty. Well, I was a little bit worried about the jet lag, and honestly, the jet lag was not a big deal. Granted, I didn't really sleep on the way out here, right? So I was up for like whatever 24. I was up for 24, close to 30 hours. But I took a melatonin, and I was out, and really the next day I was fine. So jet lag has not been an issue for me at all. Hopefully, it's not on the way back. Yeah, nice to see you, Hex. Hope you're good. Mr. Dave, I'm currently being extremely lazy, eating cake all day in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Dude, this guy, man, he just travels all over. He's all over the world, all over, man. Mostly Southeast Asia and Africa. At least that's what he told me. But yeah, really interesting character. But I can't wait to get out to Vietnam, brother. Yeah, I wanted to go to America for 2 years, but it's too expensive. I'd have to get a job. Yeah, I'm nobody to stay with. I'm with you, brother. Thankfully, I've got a couple places I'm staying with, but I'm with you. It's expensive. Yeah, we went to Mary Rose. We went to a dinner tonight. 10 of us, right? 10 people. Guess how much the dinner was? Guess how much the dinner was, Di? Where's my phone? You're not going to
Great.
believe it. Huh?
Nothing.
Yeah, 10 people. So we've had dinner with all your friends and stuff like that, and it was what? Maybe 1,000 pesos, right?
Yeah.
Barbecue, right? 1,000 pesos. That is what, $18, 18 US dollars. This dinner that we had today for the 10 of us, my bill was 125. 125. And that was divided by 3 people. 375 US dollars. 20,000 pesos for dinner.
I'm right.
20,000 pesos a day. That's like 3 months rent for us.
Yeah. I'm right. I said earlier 20,000 pesos.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, babe. I didn't hear you. Yeah, you are.
It's
Yeah. Yeah, 20,000 pesos for dinner for 10 people here in the United States.
20,000
And
pesos is what?
I'm sorry, what?
Go ahead.
And it was Mexican food, right? So you freaking
Oh.
beans and rice. How expensive is that?
Ah,
It's nice to see you, babe. I miss you. I haven't seen you in a long time.
yeah. 20,000 pesos is like more than enough for my family in a month.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my. And we, yeah,
Good and all that.
crazy, babe. I'll be home soon. Hey, while we're talking about kind of you and I and doing stuff, and we got, the channel on here, guys, when we get back, one of our plans, right, babe, is to hop on the bikes and go, right?
Yeah.
We're kind of on the fence, and maybe give us some input. What do you guys want to see? But we're on the fence as far as 2 places. I don't know if you guys watched Tom and what's it, sweetie? Tom and Liv, or Tom and Liz, Tom and whatever.
I didn't lie.
Tom and Lie. I've been
Yeah.
watching Tom. I watched Tom way before I came out here when he was back with Mel Jean, I think, whatever. But so I'm a fan of Tom. I think he's a good guy. He's an interesting character, right? Anyways, we've been watching a little bit of them, and I was really liked his Kamigan trip that they both did. So we were thinking about kind of copying that. Ride down from where we're at in Palampon, and then drive down to get over on Bohol, and then drive through Bohol, and then do Kamigan, right? Or
Yeah.
the other option we're looking to do is hop over and do Samar. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm really excited about getting out and seeing Samar. And this is really the great time to do Samar because it's outside the rainy season. So go ahead.
But also we need to consider the issue in San Juanico Bridge now
Yes.
because that's the only way out to Samar.
Right. Yeah, that would be a little dicey, wouldn't it, if that thing collapsed? So
But I'm pretty sure they allowed motorcycle because they allowed only car and motorcycle, no more trucks and all that.
what she's talking about, guys, is there's that big bridge that connects Samar and Leyte in Tacloban, and there's some construction problems with it. So they've stopped large capacity trucks driving over it. So just motorcycles and stuff going over. But yeah, we'll figure. I mean, that's part of living in the Philippines. Just like Hex was saying, you got some challenges there with the infrastructure, but the trade-off, guys, is you've got friendly locals. You've got, for me, freedom. And then of course the dating, right? Incredible girl here who's highly intelligent and beautiful, and anyways, you get what I'm talking about, right, Dai? ¿Cómo está Imo at Lao?
But they, it's good so far.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've been out in the island. I don't want to go, but I've been locked here.
good.
It feels like you're away forever. So
It does, doesn't it? This feels like a
yeah,
really long trip. I agree. and it's only been 2 weeks. But yeah, no, it feels like it's a long time, and a lot of that is just the stress of being back here. And it has been stressful for me, as you know, man. Woo-hoo. During the summer, for sure, my friend Florida Boils in the Florida. Yeah, that's right. You're from Tampa in Davao. Yeah, it's hotter in parts of the United States than it is in the Philippines. I think that's important, and even I think for me, I had a little bit of that concern or question. Right, one of the big factors people have is what's the weather like? What's the weather like? And honestly, I think it is hotter in parts of southern parts of the United States. The other thing about the weather is that it's the same like every day. You know, here in Colorado, crap, I lived here, like I said, 20 years before, and you could have snow in the morning and 80 degrees at night. So huge fluctuation in temperature. There in the Philippines, it's the same temperature every day when you wake up and when you go to bed. It's what, in the upper 70s at night and then the upper 80s during the day. And that really doesn't change much. So, but yeah, I think it is hotter in the southern parts of the United States versus than the Philippines, right? When you fly back to the Philippines, can you do a video on how you buy and use a throwaway ticket and the app? Yeah, absolutely. I could talk about that. And let's see here, because so I was just at the Formula One race, right? Back in a month ago or so, and they didn't ask me for one. And I heard my other buddy said they didn't ask him for one either. But yeah, I'll use it. I'll use the onwardticket.com. And then I'll have that. And my understanding of that is they'll ask you I fly out of San Francisco, or maybe they'll ask me in Denver. Shit, I don't know. But anyways, they'll ask you there. Like here in the States, they'll ask you for it. Not so much when you get in. But anyways, absolutely, we can talk about that. And I could shoot something on that, around that. What was there something other? You want to get the that Philippines app too? Hold on, let me get that. You got to make sure you have this going, because when you get there, you might not have internet, right? So you want to make sure you have that. The hell's the name of that app, Di? Do you remember it? I got so many apps now on my dang phone. But there's a Philippines one too. Oh yeah, egov.phil or egov.phil. Well, it's opening up now. I'll show you here. This guy. Well, yeah, this guy right here. You want to make sure you have that and fill that out. Yeah, and you can fill that out ahead of time. I think within so many days before. So that's another critical one that you want to have. And then another critical thing that was there for me as I've been flying in and out is, so when I left for Japan, I had been in the Philippines for 2.5 years. And so I had to do an exit interview, which shout out to JRC, man. They freaking handled all that. So you had to do biometrics and all that. So that was rock star. And then the other thing that caught me off guard was not the hospital, but in the airport, I had to pay, I think it was like a 1,600 peso exit tax, because I'd been there for X amount of days. So just kind of a heads up on that. Those are a couple of things that were there around my exit. But yeah, man, absolutely. We can talk about that. How do I know you, the Westons? How do we know them? Anyways, we can talk about that. But absolutely, brother. Yeah, Richard. Hey, welcome back for a bit, right? Yeah, just a couple weeks. Like I said, seeing my daughter, seeing some family, and good times. Yeah, the picture, the thumbnail is me and my daughter. So real sweet. How about you, Di? What's up?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm starting with my stuff now, and then we'll be busy by May 28th until the graduation, May 30.
That's right. So you're wrapping up your project. You got a couple more. Oh yeah, you're meeting with Michelle here today.
Yeah, later after the afternoon.
Good. Yeah, cool. Good luck with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hex says Thailand was incredible, and let her know there's nothing wrong with being from the country like me. All right. Let her know there's nothing being from the country like me. All right. Yeah. We want to go to Thailand. Right? You want to go, don't you?
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of vlogs and Thailand that it's nice there, and it's also unlike in Philippines. The difference is just in Philippines they're more on chismis or like talking to you when you're wearing something, but in Thailand they don't judge you at all. They have their own life.
Right. Yeah, yeah. So, I've heard this a lot before where, what a lot of guys do or what some guys have done is they meet their Filipino wife and they move to Thailand, right? So,
I've seen a vlog, and then she also says that it's healthy there and also safe. I think she's talking about the Chiang Mai.
hmm,
Yeah,
yeah, I'd
because
love to get up to go ahead.
it's touristy in the somewhere in Thailand. It's touristy, so the Chiang Mai is good. It's like a province too.
Yeah, I mean it's a big town. Millions of people I think are there. It's big, but the other thing about Chiang Mai is you got the burn season, right? But other than that, I would love to go. Lots of digital nomads. But yeah, I agree. I'm down. Let's go to. I still feel like there's so much more for me to kind of do in the Philippines yet. But where Dave's at, I want to get out to Vietnam. I want to get out to Cambodia. I want to check out a couple places in Cambodia there. I want to go to Thailand as well. I want to go to Kuala Lumpur. So there's a lot of places I want to do, but I don't know. It feels like I just got started in the Philippines. I know it's going on 3 years, but it took me a while to get set up, right? Like it took me a long time to get a bike, and then when I got a bike, I kind of got the wrong bike to travel around. So I feel like it's just like since what August, so going on a year that I've had right kind of a good way of traveling around the Philippines.
Yeah,
So
I
just feel
think
like
you
I'm getting.
really traveled when we met.
Yeah, what's that?
You start your travel when we met.
I just bought the bike when we met,
Yeah,
right? I had the Honda or I had the Royal Enfield and the
yeah,
Hunter, which really wasn't good for travel. I couldn't carry any bags on there. I couldn't ride two up. So
yeah.
this bike, I could ride two up. Plus, I got bags. So yeah, it took a little while to get set up, but now I feel like I'm ready to roll. So I just feel like there's this. Let's hit the Philippines, and then whatever. Maybe this year we could do something later on in the year. But I really see these next several months, going through Samar, going through Bohol, going back down to Mindanao. Maybe we can go down there and look for a place to live, right? Get out, maybe go to. I would love to show you Butuan. My buddy Ricky was down there. They showed like some 3-bedroom house that he was in for 18,000 pesos. Beautiful place, swimming pool. And Butuan was nice. I liked it. You could probably get work there. Anyways, we got a lot of traveling to do here in the Philippines. Troy, I'm back in Australia. All right, yeah. It's getting cold here with my Filipina. Enjoy the Philippines weather. Hey, well, Troy, at least your girl's with you, brother. At least she's with you. Dude, that is one thing about when you leave the Philippines is you walk down that row in the airport and it's just misery, right? You got all these guys saying goodbye to their girls and these girls crying, and oh my gosh, I saw it. It's like 3 different couples when I was leaving. They were all just sitting there on the park benches, saying goodbye to their girls. So at least she's with you, right? But yeah, I hope you make it back soon. Hey Chris, I moved to Thailand a year and a half ago. Yeah, with my wonderful Thai partner. No plans to return to the United States. Are you in Colorado? I am back in Colorado, just temporarily. I'm back here to be at my daughter's high school graduation. And then since I came back, I scheduled 3 weeks out here to see other family. I've got my father, my stepmother, sister, and stepsister out in Ohio. So I went and saw them. And then I went down I'm getting ready to head down to Florida to see my son down in Florida. So I also have family in Vegas. Shout out to you, brother John. Hope you're doing good, brother. So I won't be going down. Won't be able to go down there. But yeah, so just kind of a quick trip, really just to see my daughter graduate. Yeah, well, 125 times 3. That was that was my portion of it. So yeah, it's times 3. Hey Chris, what's my wife's name? My wife's name is Mary Rose Aying. No, about wait, hold on. Mary Rose Abao Aying. Right? The Abao part always gets me. I think you're muted again.
Oh yeah. It's not Baob, it's Obaob.
It's not Obaob, it's Obaob.
It's fine.
How do you say it, Dai?
It's Obaob.
Obaob.
Yeah.
Oh, you look so cute. I miss you, girl. Nice to see you. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, she's super sweet, guys. We've been dating just over a year now. Just over a year. All right, Hex. IT Park and mall was great. The other places smell like sewage. Is it better in the provinces? Yes and no. The sewage smell isn't there, but the nice condos aren't there for the most part. Look, I think what we have to do, guys, at this point, you're going to see a lot more and more of this type of way of thinking and being from other creators. Is the Manilas, the Cebus, they're just kind of they're blown out, right? They really are. You don't really have, in my opinion, you don't really have a good experience in those cities. The dating is absolutely horrendous. The people treat you whatever. They don't treat you bad, but you get out into some of these other cities, Butuan, Davao, what's that other city I talk about a lot down in near Davao, Tagum. You get out, and even where I'm at, Bye Bye Lete, Ormoc. You get out in some of these other regions in some other areas. Pick towns that are around, whatever, 500,000 people or so. Anywhere a couple of 100,000 to 500,000. That I think is where the gold is at. That's where I think the great experiences are, or even less if you're okay with that. When you get into towns that are a little bit bigger, you have more amenities. So one of the things that's a challenge about where we're at, which there's ways around that, is just there's not a lot of good restaurants, right? I mean, one of our favorite restaurants is like a half hour away, which is cool. I mean, it's a beautiful coastal road, right? Big deal. But versus if you're in like a Cebu city or like that, you're walking to 50 different restaurants, right? So yeah, that's kind of the province versus city in that kind of dynamic that's there. So but the infrastructure in the Philippines is different. It's an adjustment. I mean, if you watch my video how to poop in the province, right? I mean, we're showering with a bucket, right, Dai? You're so cute, babe. I'm low on cash, so I haven't been to Africa in a long time. I've been in Southeast Asia 2.5 years. Southeast Asia is cheap and easy. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know you're also a big fan of Africa, and I know when Gio went over there, you kind of commented on that stuff too. So yeah, I would love to check out Africa sometime. Yeah, I'd love to. I was chatting with my Uber driver who's from Ethiopia, and I was talking to him about Africa. Yeah, I'm a fan of Tom also. Yeah. I convinced them in the comments to go to Comedian. I'll be damned. Yeah. They were going to Sikihor, which isn't as romantic. Yeah. And I think he's been to Sikihor. But yeah, Comedian's nice, man. And those guys are sweet. Those guys are great. So like I said, I'm a fan of both of them. I think I just think they're good people. I think they're real. And I appreciate that. Hey, Jessica, what's up? Yes. Yeah, back in the belly of the beast in Colorado. It's great to see family. It really is. It's great to hang out. But I'm not gonna lie, man. That weekend up in Cleveland when I was up there and I was just bombarded with politics, and I mean, I woke up the next day and I'm like, I got to get out of here. I can't deal with this. Yeah, it's been good, but it's also been like, yeah, I've changed. I've changed a lot in the past couple of years. So, Captain Sully, what's up, man? Hey, Mary Rose and Chris, nice shirt. Dude, I am hanging on to every thread of the Philippines that I can. So yeah, I'm here in Colorado and kind of enjoying it. So, how about you, Di? What's up? I'm talking nonstop. What do you got to say? Oh, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? Tell me. Hmm?
Wherever.
You don't care? Do you have a preference between? Sorry, do you have a preference between like Kamigan or Samar?
They're both nice. It's just Kamigan is not ideal for long term.
Oh, you mean like to live there?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's known like a um, fire island something because
yeah,
the volcanoes there is active.
yeah. Lots of volcanoes.
Well, some are. It's good there, but also the people is waray waray.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Okay.
and my classmates tell me that the road there is also the same. We rode to Biliran. It's there's a lot of crocs or like bombs, but the views there so far for the two is really good. Like the touristy, so they're both
So
good
bumpy roads, a little more remote, right? So bumpy roads, stuff like that.
in summer.
Yeah. You know what,
But
Di? I think we should go. I think we should do Samar. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to see Samar? Or do you want to see Bohol? I mean, I definitely want to make my way down to Kamigan, and I've been to Bohol a lot, but I've only been to what's the name of that island? Panglao. I've only been to Panglao and hung out there, and I haven't rode like the Bohol main island, so I definitely want to ride it. But the truth is too, I could ride that island I think at any time. Where Samar, I wouldn't want to do it during the Burr months.
it's nice in summer. The rocks formation there, and it's also good for surfing.
Ooh,
It's the second option in Siargao because the Siargao is touristy and for surfing, but also summer.
right.
Yeah.
Let's go surfing. It's nice to see you smile, babe. Yeah, happy to see you. All right, Captain Rod. Yeah, just want to see us exploring. You know what, babe? Is the more we're talking about it, I think Samar. Let's do it. Let's do Samar. The other nice thing about doing that is we don't have to go through Ormoc.
Yeah. A lot to see in summer.
So, little story about that, guys. When we tried to do a big road trip a long time ago, and Mary Rose was really just learning how to ride the bike. I'm gonna go ahead and remove her. She'll, let's see here. Oh, there you are. So Mary Rose is just learning how to ride the bike. So we get to freaking Ormoc, and it's a lot more traffic there, much more than she's used to, and it was just too early. So we got to a place where traffic was slowing down somewhat quickly, not like breaking quick, but quicker than she was ready for, right? So she ended up running into the back of me and then running into the back of another scooter and then scuffing up her leg pretty bad. So now she's hesitant to ride in Ormoc because of that, which is understandable. It was pretty scary. I thought she broke her foot. It was bleeding pretty bad. I think we posted pictures somewhere, didn't we? Oh, on Patreon. Yeah, speaking of which, check out Patreon if you guys like. I'll put something up here in the next couple of days for sure. But anyways, yeah, let's run out there. Let's run out there, Di.
The bonus thing about the accident is that my music in my ear is still on, so I don't get, you know, I don't cry or at all. I'm just laughing because it's still Taylor Swift music in my ear. Well,
Is that
I got my headset. That's why I'm just calm down when I got my accident.
Right. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
So yeah.
That's some typical American crap. What vehicle did I have when we met? Why do we remember things that way? Gosh, my memory is shot, man. I think too, a lot of that Hex is just I'm trying to remember so much now between all this video stuff that I'm learning and that. Oh my gosh, though, I'm so excited. That video that came out today, I finally got it to pull HDR. Did you see that? Did you watch it on the TV?
Not yet, just in the laptop, but it's
I
really
was
good.
able to pull down what's that, 21 by whatever HDR, and I have not been able to get my videos to post in HDR. So I think I figured out how to do that. So I'm really, really excited. And that HDR will just make it really. It should the shadows and stuff and everything should just really pop. So I'm really excited about. Go ahead.
I will just watch it later in the TV. I'll try.
You haven't watched our video yet? My gosh,
I watch it. I watch it in the laptop,
okay.
not in the TV. So I'll try in the TV if it's really good because our TV is also good in because it's good TV. So I will watch it.
No, you look so sweet. We'll let you slide on the surname. I know, right?
My surname is Aying. It's not Obao.
Yeah. Well, you have 4 names, so and
Yeah,
everyone usually just all of her friends and stuff they call her Aying. So
yeah,
yeah.
easier.
Hey James, man, what's up, brother? How you doing? Hope the family's good. You haven't met James yet, sweetie. I don't think you did, anyways.
I think I did. Is his wife from Balamban?
You're right. You met him.
Yes.
Yep, because it was right when you and I just started dating. Or well, no, it was over the summer. So, but I think you might have been. You're right. That's right. James is a great guy, engineer.
Him and his wife in Starbucks in Cebu.
That's right. Yep, that's right. Yeah, we hung out. Yeah, good for you, brother. Hope you're getting ready to retire soon. Richard. Hey, Mary Rose. I won't attempt the last name, right? You just say Aying. Yeah.
My last name.
Jeff, what's up, man? We should start calling Chris Obi-Wan Kenobi. Hey, to Mary Rose. Congrats again. Chris Dog. Canada is so close. Yeah, man. Swing up if we can. Oh, brother. I know it is nice being back here. It is a little bit. I admit. I've had my share of some pizza, which I miss, Mexican food. Yeah, it is. But guys, I'm telling you, man, I love that my life in the Philippines, where I just hop on the bike and go ride, and I can go for a month. You know, whatever. I was talking to one of my buddies. He and I rode a lot here in Denver. He's like, dude, what do you do? I said, well, I get up in the morning and I hop on my bike and I go and I don't come back for a month. He looks at me like, what? And it's just like, gosh, and then of course, my girlfriend and that kind of deal. And, it's really, it's great life. And being here has really made me aware of kind of how good it is for me, Yeah. Because Mary Rose is a good influence on you. Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is. She's great. Oh, at least chairs a little bit hard on the labut. Oh. You've got a great smile, Di. It's nice to see you smile again. Dave, yeah. Watching Kino Yeve's channel. Africa is the friendliest continent in the world. Amazing experience with locals. Dude, I'm down, man. I'm down to check that out for sure. Alan retired in the Philippines. Hey, man. Hello from Kazan, Luzon. Another hot day here. Stay cool, everyone. All right. Yeah, good for you, man. Hope all is good there. Hey, guys, Mary Rose Abao.
Obao.
Yeah, my God. Your middle name is hard. It's actually not that hard. It just looks so different, right?
Yeah, because my grandfather is a half Spanish.
Okay.
So, yeah.
That I hate to tell you though, Dai, that does not look Spanish to me.
Yeah.
Whatever. And for you guys who whatever, I'm Dai is like girl in Bisaya, so I call her girl all the time, Dai, and she calls me Dong, right? Yes, Dong. Dong is guy, right? Try visiting Baguio, close to us. All right, yeah. What do you think, Mary Rose? You want to just hop on the bikes and go all the way north, all the way up to northern Luzon?
I'm not ready yet to do Luzon. It's crazy in Luzon.
Yeah, ride through Manila. We could stay away from Manila. We could ride the East Coast. Captain Sully, what's up, brother? Watch out for the rainy seasons and typhoons if you hit Samar. Yeah, Jim, that's kind of why I'm looking to do it now, right? Because that is the leading edge. It's really the leading edge of the storm. So I want to go do Samar now.
Yeah.
And, yeah. And then it'll probably take us whatever, a month, maybe a month to do it. We'll just take our time. And then yeah, that way we don't have to worry about it. Yeah. Mary Rose, you got Chris fluent in Visaya just so he can pronounce your last name. You got to get Chris fluent in Visaya so he can pronounce. Yeah, I struggle every now and then. I had it down for a while, but admittedly now I'm struggling with it for some reason. I don't know. Surfing would be cool. Yeah, I wouldn't mind, Ron. I wouldn't mind trying to surf again. You know, trying to learn. I did a little bit. I did a little bit of surfing in Florida, but I was living on the Tampa side. Tampa's got no waves, so we do mostly skimboarding there. And I did a little bit of skimboarding down there. Yeah, I lived on Anna Maria Island, so it's kind of why I really love the Philippines, is because it reminds me of those years of my life. I lived on Anna Maria Island in my late teens and early 20s, and just really love island life. I really do. It just really speaks to me. And the islands and mountains, right? So you got islands, mountains, palms. It's really unique. Yeah, love it. Charles, hey Chris, hey Mary Rose. Is Mary Rose still in school? If so, what is she studying? Congratulations to your daughter, Chris. Mary Rose, I will let you answer that because I'm talking.
I'm out of school and my degree is a Bachelor of Science in Industrial Engineering, and I will graduate this May 30.
Yes. So she's graduating, guys, just a couple weeks from college. She will have her degree, and then she's going to work and make me a lot of money. Well, I'm joking. But actually, what she's planning to do is just help her family out. I think a lot of what we want to do is buy property, and build homes, both for her family and for ourselves. And that's kind of what we're looking at. So now it's just really. Go ahead, babe.
And have a farm.
We have a farm. Are you a farm girl?
Yeah.
You want? Huh?
You're asking me silly questions?
You want to do the Carefree Chris Chicken Farm? Is that what we're?
Yeah, we can start now. My father has a lot of chickens now.
All right, let's do it. Yeah. Go ahead, girl.
How does it feel to be done with your degree? It feels so good because no more stress at school, but also this time around it's stressful, or like you have to think about the next step you want and figure it out. And gets also boring because I got stuck here in the apartment. So I'm used with a busy in school, and then now I don't have anything to do.
Well, let's research Samar. We got a lot to do. Research Samar, research apartments, see if we can go buy. So guys, we were looking at some new apartments there in Palampon. What did you when you went back to look at those? Were there any changes to how they look?
A lot of changes. They're all near to be done, especially the end part. They're almost down there. Maybe June in the middle.
Got it. Ah, nice.
Yeah.
It might be done in the middle of June.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Well, okay. That's great. Yeah. So you got stuff to do, Di. Let's pack and get ready to move. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I wasn't sure on the timing, James, because she was there like during the summer when I think you were out. She was kind of back and forth, and like she was going to stay for an internship, and then the internship didn't work out. She had to go back to Palm Pond for the internship, so it's just kind of uncertain on that timing. You need to grill some burgers on the barbecue too. Yeah, yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, good old burgers on the barbecue. Yeah, I don't have a grill here or anything like that. I'll have one set up in my place. I really do. I want to set up a home. I like the idea of having a home. I like that. Just kind of get all my. I've got a bunch of stuff, man. Apartment living and then kind of moving around to apartments, trying to find movers, right? Di? Oh my gosh, so crazy. Go ahead,
So,
Di.
Rose, you sleeping in one Chris shirts? I won't ask her. It's the same question. Well, I'm planning not to wash his shirt when he leaves because there's one shirt that he used, but then it's too small to snuggle with it. And then luckily, I have Muchi with me, which is the small teddy bear from Japan. He got me, so that's what I'm sleeping with.
Aw, that's so cute. Yeah, guys, I got her a little teddy bear kind of thing. It's got a kind of a weird look to it, doesn't it?
It's a squid.
It's Korean.
It's a squid,
It's a squid.
but I think in a different way.
Right? What? Grab it real quick and show them. You can leave your phone there, but just grab it. Oh, you have it that close, huh? I can't hear you, Di. I think you're on mute.
It's really squishy.
Yeah. Oh, it's so cute. Little Mooshy.
I name it
Oh,
Chi because it's squeezy and like snuggly.
yeah. No, it's really soft. Yeah, good for you. I'm glad you like it. Have you and Mary Rose decided where home base is going to be in the Philippines? Richard, we haven't yet, and that's kind of one of the purposes of these trips. One, just to kind of go out and explore. I mean, Samara, I don't think we'd want to be out there. But yeah, I mean, I really love Mindanao. I love the city of Tagum, which is just whatever an hour or so northeast out of Davao City. I like Davao City. I like Butuan City. Actually, is that how you say it, babe? Butuan? Okay, I like Butuan. So we're still kind of figuring that out. I don't know. And then I get back home and Palampon, and I'm like, I like Palampon. Palampon's really starting to feel like home to me. Like I know the people in the meat shop, we know the people in the markets, and I felt at first it felt like it's too small, but I don't know, man. The more I'm there, the more I like it. But we're still figuring all that out. So yeah, not really deciding yet. But generally, what I want is I want a place kind of a little bit up in elevation, looking over the water and facing west. And so that's kind of what I'm envisioning with my place. I don't necessarily want to be right on the beach, just because one, that's a lot more expensive, and two, erosion, storm surge, and all that kind of stuff. I want to be up in elevation a little bit, looking over the water, and I like the mountains. I could even be up in the mountains quite a ways and then looking out over the water. But I definitely want to be facing west. I want to see the sunset and close enough to a city where I can get. Ideally, I'd love to be close to a bigger city. I mean, Ormoc is only an hour and a half away, so it's not very far where we currently live. So still figuring it out, brother. Yeah, still figuring that out. Jeff, Mary Rose smiled when you said your skimboarding. Do you know what skimboarding is? Yeah, no worries. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Alan retired in the Philippines. I go, sir, and Beacon has a lot. Okay, certain Beacon has a lot of history and very romantic to ride a horse and buggy around a city like wife and I did. All right. Okay. Yeah, cute. Yeah, cool. I had a honeymoon period in Vietnam of 2 weeks. After that, I started seeing the coldness of the people. Right. That's what I've heard. But I bet Pagit Loop is good and famous for a motorcycle route. All right. Yeah, Dave, that's something I'd want to do. And I know a lot of people do is they ride Vietnam on motorcycle. It's something I'd like to do as well. Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia. Yeah, I definitely want to kind of ride a lot on those on a motorcycle, especially Thailand and Vietnam. Captain Ron, did you find land for your farm? The place for your river, that place by the river looked peaceful. No, Ron, we haven't found any property yet. We're still just kind of looking around. That video where we shot, shout out to Mike and Krishna. They just invited us along and said, hey, you know what? We're going to just go look at some property. And they bought some property together. So we just tagged along with them. None of that property we were necessarily interested in. But yeah, we're just still looking. Honestly, I don't think I could really buy right now. I've got to be careful for the next 5 or 6 years before I get to where I can draw my 401k. So that's kind of how I'm doing it, guys. I've got kind of a little bit of money that I'm living on right now. And then when I hit 59 and a half, I get my 401k, right? Which will be, whatever. It's good enough to get me through. And then, hopefully Social Security is still whatever. And I can kind of draw on that at 62. And so the combination of those will be more than enough to kind of get me through for sure. But right now, because I'm doing it so early, I've got to be careful. So what the plan is really just use these next couple of years to figure out where. And then as I get closer to 59 and a half, then I could possibly pull money to do that early. I was hoping YouTube would be a little more profitable and then I could just kind of let this money grow, but it's not. I'm having to kind of sell stuff off to live here. So, but whatever, man. It's fun. I'm enjoying it. But yeah, so we're just kind of balancing budgets and timing of stuff is kind of where we're at before we settle down and really buy something. But hopefully in the next couple of years, we'll figure out one and then be in a little bit, I don't want to say better financially because it's just fine financially. I mean, I'm putting actually really live budget information in my videos now. So check that out. So it's more than enough to live here, but going out and spending 50 grand on a piece of property and then whatever, another 50 grand to buy a home, US, right? I can't do that right now, but down the road for sure. With Kenny Rogers Roasters, we're gonna get Carefree Chris Roasters, Filipino style, with sweet sauce and chicken bakes. You like chicken bakes, don't you, Di?
I like every food with rice.
You like every food with rice. You know what, babe? Today was actually the first day I had rice in 2 weeks. Can you believe that?
I do because you're good without rice, but not for me.
Yeah, you'd be struggling here, babe. You'd be struggling. You do like chicken head, though, right?
Yeah, chicken head, fish head.
What's that?
The fish head, the chicken head.
Chicken head. Crazy. What is that? I know. That's Moochie. That's Moochie. You got to show me. Oh, I know. So I was in Japan, man, just chilling out there. I know you've been in Japan. I believe you've been in Japan. But I was hanging out there. We saw the Formula race. Shout out to my buddy Kevin who set all that up. But I had to get a gift, right? I had to get something. And we were walking around that huge store. I shot a video in there. I couldn't find anything. I was like, what the heck do I get? I was looking, those little, whatever you call those little doll things that they have. They're really famous. Anyways, couldn't find anything. So finally I come across this thing. I'm like, what the hell is this? Is this a sperm or a whatever? And then I pick it up and grab it, and it's got a really weird texture to it. It's spongy, it's soft, and it's like, all right, well, this is kind of cute. she'll like it. She'll appreciate it. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Is that a codfish? Yeah, and it almost looks like a little bit of a stingray or maybe a flounder. Hell, I don't know, man. What are the locals saying about Duterte? I don't know. Di, you answer that one.
Um,
You're mute again, babe. You were.
they're asking about Duterte's comeback.
Yeah. So what are people talking about?
They're saying Duterte should come back as a president again because
Wow.
it's more chaos now.
Right.
Um, when Duterte leave the presidential. Before it's way safe. It's really safe for the locals, especially on drugs,
Right.
because he is against drugs, and also on how things going through with Duterte. It's really good.
Yeah. Obviously, being an American, I really don't have an opinion, but I could tell you what I see and what I hear about this topic is Duterte
Yeah,
is a highly respected president, and in the Philippines. And I know, or maybe it's because I was traveling around Mindanao, right? And he's from Mindanao, but he was
yeah.
really loved and respected by the people that I spoke with there. And
It's
so yeah, that's kind of what I know about it. I know
he,
Mary Rose likes him as
he
well.
fly to different countries to talk to the presidents to for the Philippines to be safe, and also to he allows foreigners to come here. He said we will welcome foreigners here in Philippines so that when Filipino is flying to work or live there, Filipino is also welcome there.
Yeah, yeah. And so I know,
Yeah.
to answer your question, Ryan, at least in my experience and the people that I've interacted with, he's highly regarded in the country. Chris, the screenshot of Mary Rose and her codfish, she looks so adorably cute. Great phone, yeah, great phone wallpaper. Yeah, she does look really cute. She's all sappy, smiling. Oh, that you do. It's missed you. I haven't seen you in forever.
Yeah.
It's important to live near where Mary Rose can find work. Yes and no. I mean, I think as we've talked a little bit about this and kind of what we want to do is, she wants to work for a couple of years. She really wants to set her family up to kind of pay them back for all the support that they've given her. And so, that's kind of what I think we both envision is what she's talked about. And, it's for her to work for a little bit, help her family out and get set up. Um, and then I don't know, whatever, we'll see. Yeah. But so yes and no, just kind of depends on where it plays out. I mean, there's stuff that we can do there in Pond. We've talked about that. It's like, well, what if we don't move? What if we just kind of stay here? And she can go back and get her master's in teaching and potentially teach at the university. So there's a couple things that are on the table, depending on what I think. And that is kind of the life there in the Philippines. And I know even Mary Rose jokes with me about it because crap, I'll go to a city and be like, yeah, I can live here, right? But it is a very dynamic way of living, I've noticed. You really do kind of fly by the seat of your pants in a lot of ways. At least I seem to, much more than I ever did in the United States after working at the same job for 16 years, right? So, yeah, so I've learned to kind of embrace that and love that. And there really isn't a reason, I don't think, to, like with this kind of deal, just still kind of experience, still kind of just travel around and figure it all out. There's some timing things in play, like I've said, with money and buying homes and things like that. So shoot, enjoy it, right? Travel around, look and see what we got. Yeah. What do you think, Dai? What do you think?
I can work wherever.
What do you want to do for work? What do you want to do when you grow up?
Do you think I will grow up? I stopped growing up.
So I bet in the next year you're going to be 6 foot tall.
No, maybe big, but not all.
You've actually gained a little bit of weight since we met, right?
Yeah.
You needed to though. You actually look really healthy now, babe. You look great.
Growing like this, not this.
That's fine. You look great. You needed to gain some weight. You were like what, 30? How many kilos?
38, 39.
Yeah, it's like how many pounds is that? That's like nothing.
And then now I'm 46.
Yeah, no, but you look great.
See.
You look really good. I'd say you're at a healthy weight, and a lot of things that we did for your health, right? Yeah, good for you, babe. Yeah, good for you. You know what this kook is? What's up, Taco? What's up, brother? We're just chatting about you. Really appreciate you and your setup of that trip again to Tokyo. Thank you, and thank you for just a lot of stuff, man. I forget, it's the people who I know. I forget what I can share and what I can't share. So just thanks, man. Hey, you two, just heard from the dealership this AM. LTO plate is ready to go. Picking it up today. Well, brother, June 1st, I'll be back in Cebu and we're heading to Samar. And I don't remember when you're heading back out again, but if the timing works out and you want to go for a little bit of a ride, you could ride back over with me to Leyte, and we could ride a little bit of Leyte or whatever, bro. But congratulations, man. Good stuff. So Mary Rosencrest said he'd been eating a lot of pizza instead of rice. What is his favorite pizza toppings? And does it include pineapple?
I think you don't like pineapple in a pizza.
No, I don't. I like pineapple. I just don't like pineapple on my pizza.
Yeah. You
I
don't like
don't.
the Hawaiian pizza.
What's that?
You don't like the Hawaiian pizza? You don't
I
like
mean,
it.
whatever. I'll eat it, but it's not like my favorite, and it would
Yeah.
never be something I would order. But I'm also not a super picky eater, right? Oh, this chair is busting my butt. Yeah, so I'm not a super picky eater. So I'll eat it, but mostly I like sausage, ham, and that kind of stuff. Maybe some green
I
pepper.
like I like Hawaiian pizza.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, babe. Some people are really passionate about their pizza, babe, just so you know. And I'm betting Jeff is one of them. He would never probably order a pineapple pizza, or he's one of the guys that would always order Hawaiian pizza. So it goes that way. It's fun. Fun fact, there are over 4.6 million. There are 4.6 million in the US now. Wow, there are Jollibees here too. No kidding. Yeah, it's interesting, Richard, because when I'm here and I'm talking to a lot of people about it, and a lot of people are like, hey, yeah, I know a Filipino guy or whatever. So yeah, I think there are more and more Filipinos coming over here for sure. If you buy a house and live in with your Filipina, isn't there a risk that her family can wish death upon you? Because if you die, then they would get to move into the house, right? Yeah, I don't know, right? I mean, it'd be kind of
My
a scary
parents,
dynamic. Huh?
my parents are good to be like that.
Right? Yeah,
They even want to kill me if I will the one to do something.
your parents have pretty much adopted me, haven't they?
Yeah,
Their
it's
mom's
different.
always asking, how's Chris? What's he up to? Right?
Yeah,
How are they doing, babe? Your parents good?
yeah. We catch fish yesterday.
Yeah, good. Good. You guys had fun at Kalangaman?
Yeah, we ride the small boat to Kalangaman.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I saw a little bit of your photos. That looks good. Did you try to use the desktop software like I showed you? Or no?
No, I'm just watching the footage still, but I will try it.
Yeah, no worries. I think you can also download the app on the phone. And you can also edit that way, which you might want to try because you like the phone editing more. Anyways, you
Okay.
could try it. You can experiment with that camera because I'm not really using it.
Okay.
No, it's a good camera, really good. Alan, did you swim with the whale sharks and snorkel with the sea turtles in Cebu? Wife and I did it and got compliments because I'm 70 and wife is 68. Yeah, yeah, good for you, brother. Yeah, no, I went down to Oslo. When did I go down there? Crap, a couple years ago. I went down, and it's just I don't know, a little bit too touristy there. It's a machine, right? It's like a factory. They're spitting it out left and right. The people got like 20 boats going around in a big circle, and then they're chumming along the whale sharks. So I mean, whatever, right? But no, I didn't do it. I did not do there. I did do some snorkeling out in Napaline Reef out in Pangalao, out in Bohol area. That was gorgeous. But no, I haven't done any of the whale sharks. We found a big. Where were we at, babe? Yeah, out in Camotes.
We're in Camotes,
Yeah,
the
we're in
big
Camotes.
turtles.
Yeah, that big sea
Yeah.
turtle. How big was that turtle, right?
It's bigger than, I think it's bigger than me.
Bigger than
We're
you?
scared, yeah, we're scared swimming in the deep, but we swim because we saw that big turtles.
Yeah, that was really cool, right? To see that turtle. Thing was
That was
huge.
Camotes.
Yeah, it was big. Big. Of course, things look weird underwater, right? It's kind of hard to tell how big
Yeah,
things are.
because they're in the deep, like in the deep,
Yeah.
and then we're just floating above the water.
Well, all right. You like Hawaiian? I don't mind it, brother. I don't mind it. It's not what I would order, but I don't mind it. I eat it. I eat it. I love pizza though, man. I've eaten pizza a couple times, and Domino's has been pretty good. Yeah, because pizza in the Philippines is not that good. It's not good at all. Honestly, it's really bad. I mean, there's some places. I had SNR's, which is okay. What was the other one? Is it Yellow Cab? SNR's is okay. Yellow Cab's okay. They're just not as good. Like the crust isn't as good. The tomato sauce isn't as good. I mean, Domino's to me is like 10 times better than any pizza I've had in the Philippines, but I haven't tried them all. But I passed on the chicken head and fish eyeballs. Yeah, no
Oh
chicken
my
head,
god. The fish eyeballs is really good, especially when it's fresh.
fresh fish eyeballs. Yeah,
Yes. My father caught a fish yesterday and he cooks the head for me because the eyeballs are really good.
I'll trust
It's
you on
really
that.
good. The brain, it's really tasty in the head part than the body part of the fish.
Nice. I'll trust you. Yeah, freaking Jeff's a riot, man. Jeff's a riot. If you want to go swimming with whale sharks, go to Bohol, no crowds. Yeah, man. Somebody else talked about that. They talked about Bohol, the whale sharks. Yeah, no, I'd be down for that. I'd be down for that. That'd be cool. Yeah. Do you know where that's at, Di? You're on mute.
No, I don't know.
Maybe we can find that. Before we go to Bohol, let's see if we can find it. I do think it's on the East Coast. I think it's around like whatever Andos Beach or whatever the hell that is up there in the Northeast.
Hmm. We didn't really um, ride Bohol because we don't have our bike that time, so
No,
that's why.
yeah, we just went. Well, that and we took a bunch of people, but
Yes.
yeah, yeah. I've seen many pizzas on vlogs, and they don't do the pizzas here are just bad.
It's different here in
It is
Philippines.
different. The tomato sauce, the crust,
Yeah.
yeah,
There are
it's
some
different.
that's good, but not as good as there.
They've actually laughed at me here because I've gotten pizza like 3 times. I just dig it, and I eat it. I'll eat it cold right out of the fridge. Explain fresh, yeah, like
But no, it will wink on you. Like no, I just ate chicken I mean fish head when I know that it's fresh like from the sea. When my dad from the boat and the eyes are really clear.
uh,
It's it's really good. It tastes good.
I'm really glad you're here, sweetie. Glad you're happy. Happy Chris with Mary Rose. Yeah, very genuine. I've been a long time watcher. Yeah, you advised me to go to Cebu and Bohol a few years ago, and I loved it. Oh, brother, did I? It's hard for me to see. Did I run into you? I tell guys a lot. So. I think one of the things that I see with guys, they get here at Cebu, they'll get there in Cebu City, right, and they'll hang out there and like, man, I didn't go to the beach, I didn't do any of that stuff, and I said, go to Bohol. hop on a boat, go down to here. You know, I even shot a video on this, right? Like easy first trip or whatever the hell I called it. Get a taxi, go down to Pier 1, hop on freaking Ocean Jet, right? And you're over and you could be in Bohol and next to nothing. But yeah, dude, I think I remember you because I think you were looking to go over to like, I've had this conversation with several dudes already, but one of the guys in particular, I remember, he was like, I'm going to go over to Bohol. I'm like, dude, just trust me, go over to Bohol. Go chill out over there, and you can go snorkel at Napoleon Reef, and you'll see better sardines. But yeah, man, yeah, good for you, man. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks for watching. And yeah, Mary Rose is she's great. You know, she's
Was
good.
Mary Ann.
Yeah, no, he met you. I don't know him, Marianne.
Yeah.
Careful, dude, you're gonna get me in trouble.
Was
Oh,
me.
that's funny, brother. Oh, that's too funny. What's up, man? How's it going? Right? Bald guy? Sweetie, I got a new razor. It works really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just started using it. Yeah. No, I got a new one. Because my other one is probably a good 10 years old and it's kind of falling apart.
Yeah.
So
It's also
yeah. This one
doesn't really, yeah.
yeah, it really got it. So she likes me when I'm clean shaved. I tell my wife after eating balut, please don't kiss me, but the side effects are amazing. Please don't kiss me till tomorrow, but the side effects are amazing. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, you like balut, don't you, Di?
Yes. The 18 days.
18 days,
16 days.
16 days. Yeah, not
Because
16 weeks,
16 days. Because it's still small, the chick is still small.
right?
And no bones, no feathers, no.
All right. It's about a half-hour drive. Go weekday, and we went straight out. It's about a half-hour drive. Go weekday, and we went straight out. Where are we talking about? Let's take a look. Okay, Cebu Bohol. Yeah, 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 dude. I loved it there, man. I did. I like that whole deal. You know, if you're coming here to if you're coming to the Philippines for a couple weeks, whatever, you're coming even for like the first time. I would totally recommend that. Come to Cebu, stay in the business park, stay in the IT park, spend some time there, and then hop on a boat and go to Bohol. Stay at what the hell, Panglao. There's a bunch of resorts down there. That video that I shot, like first trip, I even name a resort in there that's dirt cheap. That's right on the strip, and decent room. But super cheap for Western prices and a nice clean room. In that video, I can't remember off the top of my head. Crap, I can't remember where I stayed. Whatever, a couple weeks ago, right? Let alone 8 months ago. But anyways, definitely check that video out for guys wanting, because it's so easy. And then freaking hop over to Napoleon Reef and do the snorkeling there. I mean, great 2-week vacation right there. Yeah, man. Yeah, good for you, brother. Yeah, it's the cheese on the pizza that's the difference in the Philippines. Dude, that's one of them for sure. I mean, dairy in general, right? There's not a lot of cows and that kind of deal. So,
Yeah.
the dairy kind of suffers. That is one of the things I notice about here. There's a lot of dairy. Yeah. Well, a lot of
The
Southeast
yogurt
Asia.
too.
What, babe?
The yogurt. The yogurt is different here than in US.
You don't even really have yogurt. You go in a grocery store and you yogurt there, you got like maybe like 2
Yeah.
different kinds. Oh
It's
my gosh.
different in
You walk
Philippines.
in a grocery store here, you got a freaking whole wall of yogurt.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But also, too, a lot of Southeast Asians are lactose intolerant, so milk really isn't a part of the diet. Dairy isn't. Yeah. I can tell, actually, because I've had a lot more dairy here, that my stomach's jacking with me a little bit, too. I've actually had a little bit of, the food's been bothering me a little bit here. A little bit of reverse culture shock, too, with the way the people are. It was weird feeling the money. Like the pennies and coins felt so little. And I like the Filipino money, like the 1,000 pesos are super colorful. I like the Filipino money. I think it's a really modern bill compared to the U.S. dollar, just in look and appearance. You know. Anyways, yeah. Okay, we didn't meet, but you helped me out big time. Yeah. When I go there first. All right. Nice, man. No, glad. Absolutely. And just like I said, I've met a lot of guys there in Cebu where, they were there, they're on vacation. They're like, hey, I haven't really done much. I didn't do what I thought was the Philippines experience. Go to Panglao, right? It's touristy, but it's fun. You could do that kind of crap, right? You can do the chocolate hills, you can do the butterfly and do the big freaking snake thing and the riverboat cruise, and that's all fun. I mean, I like that kind of crap. Not if I'm living and doing it every day, no, but like on a touristy vacation, absolutely, man. Especially if you're with a girl, you got a girl with you, it's great. It's great, good time. Yeah, Bohol, that's just a really good trip doing both of those little things. Last question on the fishies. Fresh eyeballs, clear, chew, and yum. Do you salt it up? I don't do anchovies on pizza, but when Rome, skip the pineapple. And all right, so what about the fishy eyeballs?
It just depends on how you cook it. So I like the head part of the fish soup. So
You
my
like it?
dad make a soup with the head fish. So it's fresh, and my dad just salt it and then add some um, lemongrass. It
Uh,
smells good,
yes.
and it's good, and it's fresh. We didn't really put a lot of seasoning, just salt.
Yeah. So the soup is in, but are the eyeballs, are they chewy?
It tastes really good. It's not really chewy, but it tastes really good.
Yeah, I believe you.
We just don't want to eat the white one, but just the side of the eyes.
Matasa is the. What about fish?
It's ice fish.
Yeah.
Mata is eye.
Uh,
Yeah.
Jeff's pulling out the Bisaya. Or is that Tagalog? No,
It's
dude,
really
I've been good. I'm ready to get back to the Philippines though, for sure. But I've been good. I've been good. We've got a lot to do. I just tuned in a few minutes ago. Have you talked about your experience in the US after 2 years of Filipino culture? A little bit, Kev, a little bit, but honestly, brother, I had I did have some reverse culture shock here. Like I was in Cleveland, I was hanging out, and I was just getting bombarded with politics and a little bit of white male hate and that kind of deal. And I woke up the next morning and I'm like, I was a little bit panicky. I'm not used to this level of confrontation. I'm used to being around happy, friendly people. And then even just the other day, I was in this freaking Starbucks. Was it yesterday or the day before? And this guy, I thought this guy was gonna, you know, get in a fight with one of the Starbucks, the Bristier or whatever the hell you call them. It was the people here are fired up, man. They are fired up, and they're on edge. And so yeah, big difference. I loved visiting people, my family and stuff, and I miss them, but I'm ready to get back to the United States because it is Buancayo, right there. Huh? Good
no,
shit.
it's really good. I don't it looks back at me. Just don't look. Just
Yeah.
close your eyes and eat.
Oh, you look so cute, Day. Like fish head soup
Yes.
also. Don't forget the ginger, right?
Yeah.
What's your schedule today, babe? When are you going over to see Michelle?
Later this afternoon, I didn't hear from her now, but yeah, later.
Okay. Good. Did you get all gassed up and ready to explore?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ride. Keep practicing.
Keep
Hey, let me
crushing.
yeah. Let me ask you a question. In our Samar trip, should we pack our tent?
Maybe because we don't know. Maybe or maybe not. I will research on it.
I think we should pack our tent
Yeah, it's
be-
also a good idea.
because there might be places we get to that we might just be sleeping somewhere.
Yeah,
You okay with that, Dai?
you're asking me silly questions. I can sleep on the street, and you?
That's my girl. I can't sleep on the street, but I can sleep in a tent on the beach somewhere for sure. I can do that, no problem. Oops, I lose my place. Yeah, yeah. I say we pack the tent, man. It's gonna be pretty wild and adventurous. That's kind of. I think it's good timing too because I think the both of us can go. The tire pressures are good.
Both bike.
Thanks, babe.
The salon is working well because I checked it last time. It's just 1 pound down,
And
and
then,
just the part.
okay, cool. We'll pack the pump with us too. Yeah, I'm not into drinking, but when I did, I sweated the alcohol straight out. Next time I drink over there, I'll need air conditioning. Yeah, I'm with you, man. Yeah, it's not so bad. I've gotten used to it. I have gotten used to it, the weather. But it is nice here in Colorado, actually. I was pretty cold in Japan. I was heading out with Taco or hanging out with Taco, and I brought long underwear. And dude, I was cold that one day. He's walking around, he's fresh off the boat from Canada, and he's walking around in shorts, man. And I'm in long undies from top and bottom, man. But here it's been nice. Right now it's what my night thing is on. Hold on.
It's
It's
9:30.
what's that? It's
It
66,
is.
66 degrees right now. So, whatever. That's cool. But yeah, it's nice out. I'm liking the weather. Skating Geezer. What's up, man? So this guy here, Mary Rose, he lives over in Ormoc. And I'd never met him, but kind of passed by him in a restaurant in Ormoc one day when I was wandering around there.
Mm,
Yeah, no worries, dude. Hey, got here. Sorry for already missing answer to this. Does DMV mail new license the state addresses, or do us overseas applicants have to tell a small lie that our callers are still on file correct? Does DMV mail new license to stateside addresses? So they mailed my address to my address here in the or in the United States. Because I did update my, you know what though, brother? I think I went to the DMV, the Colorado State website when I was in the Philippines, and it basically wouldn't connect. I could probably do a VPN and do it. I didn't try. But that was one of the first things I did when I got back was boom, went out to the DMV website and got my new driver's license. So I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, but you can do it online. I did it here, super easy. Changed my address, and like I said, originally my license was going to expire in 2027, and now it expires 2030. So that was really cool. I updated everything, credit cards, all of it. Even did a bunch of stock stuff. So I've been busy. Been busy running around. Guasan Falls has to be one of the most amazing day trips in the world. We haven't done that yet, babe. You want to? We got to get back in shape again. I'm getting round and rolly.
well, that's a good day trip because Kawasan Falls you need to walk.
Yeah, but you got to be in good shape for that, man.
I'm good.
Yeah, you're fine. You're 22. You know.
I still can run.
Yeah, no, I know. You could stop running for 6 months, and then we can go run the next day, and you'll be just fine. On the other hand, this guy here, man, he's got to work up to it. Yeah. Anyways, let's get back in shape when I get back. Let's start hitting the gym there, and get back into the running. Right, Day?
I started,
Good for you. Yeah, that's my girl.
but I didn't go to gym. I just have my exercise mattress.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah. But yeah, I want to go to Quasin Falls. I've not been there yet. So when I first moved to Cebu, it was actually closed down from whatever hurricane. What was that, Odette? But it was closed down, and it opened up, whatever. But it was closed for like a year after that hurricane, and then reopened. But we didn't go to Quasin. We went to some falls right nearby there. They took us over there. So yeah, I want to go. Yeah, our buddy Ricky just went, and he had a good time. That's why I'm over Australia. So much politics and grumpy people and women. If you say hello, yeah, I usually give you the cold shoulder. I'm very laid back, so the Philippines suit me, man. It was very obvious to me that people are on edge, man. People are on edge. Oh, it's just crazy, and it's so much more than racial hate too. It's gender hate. It's just, man, it's a hate culture. It really is. And yeah, I'm just it's saddening in some ways. And I shared this a little bit with my dad and stuff. There's a little bit of guilt for me. I feel like I've gotten out, but there's a little bit of guilt that I've kind of left family behind. So yeah, I get it, man. I get it. And then whatever. There's people who are happy and have great lives here, and that's whatever, right? It's completely subjective, but for me, I even said this to my dad and my family in Cleveland. I was like, yeah, I'm doing the same thing my ancestors did. I hopped on a boat and got the hell out of this country. One of my ancestors was Paul Revere, and not too long ago, so many generations ago, we just got fed up and got out. And that's, for me, that's what I did. I just like, what, I can't do it anymore. I want to be around peaceful, happy people. And dating wasn't really the reason I moved there. I just wanted financial freedom and really be around people who were friendly. Those are my two main reasons. And I've definitely found that. And then, of course, with the dating part, that's worked out great, especially now dating Mary Rose. So yeah, but yeah, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. Hope you get back out here soon. Yeah. That's what Canadians have saying about our colorful muddy since the 70s. It's like playing with colorful seashells versus nuts and bolts. You guys have pretty colorful cash. Yeah, the American dollar isn't really much of anything. It's really black and white and bland. The Filipino money is really super colorful and nice. I dig it. Yeah, yeah. No, and it's super easy, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's super easy money to figure out. There's not a lot to it. It's not complicated. Yeah. Not that American money is really hard to figure out either, but yeah, super easy. I'm a fan. Have I been to Bantayan Island? Dude, I've been to Bantayan Island a ton. It's probably one of the islands I've been to the most, just because of its proximity to Cebu. Are you sick, Di? Are you coughing?
I'm just smelling the
Oh, okay.
mochi. I'm smelling.
I've been to Bantayan Island, I don't even know, maybe 4 or 5 times. Mary Rose and I went. I dig it. Yeah, it's a good island. It's nice. You could, get on the boat. If you're going to go to Bantayan Island, you got to hop on a boat and go to Virgin Island. Is that what it's called, babe? You got to go out to Virgin Island, man. It's actually one of my favorite small little islands, because you can go to some of these places, like even Bohol's got them, and you could do like these little boat trips and island hopping, right? Well, Bantayan Island has actually one of my most favorite little trips like that. I think it's called Virgin Island. Dude, that island is epic, man. It's freaking beautiful. Every time I go to Bantayan, I go out there. I spend the whole day out there. It's just gorgeous, gorgeous. Right? Did you like it out there, babe?
Yeah, the Bantayan Island, the sea is really like crystal clear. It's really good.
Yeah.
And so you can, if they want to go there, you can ask the Bantayan Island to stay in Virgin Island overnight, because they have house or rest house there.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, man. Chris, gonna return to Leyte white as a ghost. I know, right, brother? You can see I'm pretty white, babe.
Huh?
Do I look white?
Uh, yeah, but I can't really tell because you're different in phone than in person.
Right. You have to see my labut.
That's really white.
If my labut
That's
glows in the dark, then I'm pretty white. Dude.
only white when you're whitening is your butt part, so it will really, really white.
When I'm tan, it gets really white, right? It's
Yeah.
too funny. Yeah, I actually feel pretty white. Like I lost some sun, but I cover up a little bit. I like feeling the sun on my body, but I do cover up a little bit. I try to wear, especially if we're out riding for like anything more than an hour, I'll wear my sun coat. Sun coat is really critical gear, guys. I didn't even really know much about them until I came out to the Philippines, but that what the hell is the name of that Japanese store, babe, that I like to go to? It's not Show Me.
Uniqlo.
Yeah, Uniqlo. So Uniqlo has got some really good clothing. I really am a big fan of their clothing there in the Philippines. But they've got a couple of clothing lines that are kind of heat gear, and
Yeah.
they're quick drying and they're heat gear. They're good for heat. Highly recommend that for clothing. But they've got a sun coat, which is totally blocks the UV rays. It's like, and it doesn't feel hot at all. Like you're like, what the hell are you doing? You got a coat on and it's 90 degrees out.
Yeah.
No, it's like it feels good. Like it feels cool on your skin. It blocks the sun rays off, and it's got a hood on it, so you can kind of cover up. So, but yeah. Anyways, highly recommend that. Yeah, be white as a ghost. Yeah, bring small rechargeable fan for your trips. Yeah, I was thinking about that too, Di. We don't really have a good fan for the tent, do we?
No.
Maybe I'll look at that on Amazon before I leave. Guasan Falls isn't that hard? Okay. Yeah. There is a flying fox that takes you straight to the canyoneering, and then you have guides that take you along the canyon. Honestly, not that hard physically. Okay. What was it Ricky was talking about? Like his legs were sore for 2 days after he did that. You remember that, Di?
Yeah, he said they're hiking, they're walking, like,
Yeah, it was
you know.
like all day. He said Guasan Falls was like 8 hours, and it was a lot of hiking. So he
Yeah.
said his legs were sore for a couple days. So
Mm,
yeah, I don't know, brother. I want to try it. I want to try it. And I'm just joking about being fit. I mean, I honestly though I feel like super fat, right? Like right now, I haven't exercised in months. I haven't ran in months, and I haven't been in the gym in months. So I'm not in the best of shape right now. So anyway, I feel fat and roly poly. Double D. Hey Chris, have you been to Walmart yet? Good place to shop, but man, where you go, everywhere's a half a ton. Feel like half. I feel like I'm a half a ton. I've not been to Walmart yet, but I've been to Target. Babe, I picked up a couple more T-shirts too. So I got a couple more T-shirts and stuff like that. But I've not been to Walmart, but I've been to Target, and that was the thing I was shocked about. They're like, "Oh, you can't go to Target. You can't shop there. They don't believe in diversity hire or whatever the hell." I'm like, "What?" And so, that was kind of the stuff that was just kind of, oh, okay, get me out of here. Yeah, I hear you on moving to the Philippines for happy people. Another option could have been Canada. Yeah. But as you know, the winter sucks. Yeah. So many palm trees, many islands, cloudy. My buddy Kevin, though, is telling me that Canada is, it's starting to get a lot of the stuff that the West has. He was telling me, he says, Chris, yeah, we were laughing at you guys. You're like, haha, but he was saying now Canada's got a lot of it. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, Labutt reminds me of the glow in the dark condiment skin deep with John Ritter. You're right. Dude, I get a little bit of sun on me, Mara. That thing freaking glows out. Show us. She's like, your butt is so white.
yeah.
Uh,
Wider than mine.
oh Oh, it's too funny, girl. Yeah, it's nice to see you. I'm so glad you were able to connect too. You know,
Yeah, I use my phone.
right? No, that's really sweet. We can look at the iPad. Well, babe, there should be Chrome on there too. But anyways, yeah, I'll be back. How's that laptop working? Everything good?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, yeah.
There's a Safari, which is a Chrome and Mac and laptop, but it says it needs a Google Chrome.
Yeah, I think Safari might be the default browser, but I'm pretty sure I had Chrome installed in there too. But whatever, it's fine. I mean, this works on the phone. Yeah. My street levels went from an 80 to a 20 when I go to the Philippines. Love the vibe there. Yes, stress level. My bad. Suit my laid back vibes. Yeah, dude. Admittedly, though, it's taken me a while to kind of unwind. I've done a lot, and when I've come back here, I can see the progress that I've made. But I can see Mary Rose's face. I definitely have a lot more to go of the unwinding. Right, Di? Look at that smirk. She's like, "You have unwound? Holy crap!" No, but I'm with you. It does. It just kind of like you get out there, you get around the friendly people like Mary Rose and that, and whatever. You hang out at the beach for a little bit. You walk around these markets, and people are waving and they're happy and they're friendly, and hey, let's take a picture of Bruce Willis, right? Just who's not happy and got a beautiful girlfriend. I mean, come on, who's not happy in that environment, right? It's just, yeah, it's just I'm a big fan, man. I can't wait to get back. I can't wait. It's been nice here though, seeing everybody, right? And I'm really excited about going down to Florida to see Jake. That's gonna be cool. What you doing over there, Di?
No?
Huh?
What?
What you doing?
I'm just looking.
You're like this.
I'm looking in the comments. I use the laptop and the phone.
Ah, okay. Yeah, you're
Because
looking at
if
the
you look
comments.
at the phone, I can't see it.
I got you.
But
Makes
in
sense.
the laptop,
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, you have it muted though, right? So there's not doing an audio loop. Nah, so cute. Hey, what's up, man? How's it going? My own Gabi or my own Buntag, depending on if you're out in the Philippines. Hope all's good. Actually, yeah, I think you're from Texas, right? Yeah, we've done a conference call or two, maybe. I can't remember. Yeah. I was thinking of Leyte or Iloilo to maybe retire, but your video on Davao has me thinking it could be a very viable place to live long term. Dude, I love Davao. I think it's a great option. Dave's a big fan of Davao too. He's talking about a bypass road of some sort that's going to get done here soon. That's going to make it even better. But I like Mindanao a lot. I do like Mindanao. I think it's great. But I also like Leyte, man. I like this western coast of Leyte. I like Palampon. I like Bye Bye City. Some really cool areas, beautiful sunsets, beautiful coastal towns. I do like it here. Leyte too is also really kind of mountainous and rugged versus Mindanao's got some mountains too, but I really like this coastal section of Leyte. It's just beautiful. Mindanao is different. Mindanao's got some coastal stuff too, but it's more, bigger waves, bigger surf. Leyte's kind of like this calm tropical vibe to it. Mindanao's just a little more kind of remote. But yeah, man, lots of really good options, dude. Iloilo, I don't know, man. I I didn't necessarily like Iloilo. I didn't find the people super friendly. Um, and yeah, I didn't really like it as much. And I just felt the other thing that kind of rubbed me the wrong way about Iloilo is they have a completely different dialect. Which, whatever. I mean, that probably won't be a factor to most people, but yeah, it didn't hit me as well as some other areas that I liked even more. But I only spent a weekend there, so hardly enough time to. I mean, we're talking barely first impressions. The housing was also kind of expensive there, right? for what it is. You know, we're looking at Butuan City, crap, 3-bedroom home for 18,000 pesos. You know, there in Iloilo, a studio for 25. You know, so yeah, it's just I wasn't super impressed with Iloilo, but check it out for yourself. I mean, seriously, check it out. Don't trust my expertise on that. You know, I've spent a lot more times in other cities than Iloilo, so check it out for sure for yourself. Mary Rose is going to have a lot of U.S. T-shirts next week. You should buy her some Lululemons. Yeah, more for the what you know, right?
What's Lolo Lemons?
Yeah, I'll show you. Jeff's got a good idea. Lululemons are yoga pants. You actually have some yoga pants or some stretchy pants, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, too funny. So the thing about Lululemons is when you kind of bend over or move over, which you do in yoga, it the fabric stretches a little bit, and you can almost like practically see through. Mm. You're a little bit wild and crazy like that. You'd go for that.
No.
Oh, so sweet. Alan, have a great day, night, everyone. Yeah, thanks for the good night. Hey, thanks for being here, Alan. Really appreciate it. Yeah, East Texas. I remember. Yep. Yeah, dude, did you make it out? I remember we talked. You were looking to come, but weren't you waiting for? Were you the guy that I talked to that was waiting for crypto to kind of do its deal? And crypto is doing its deal, right? So yeah, I talked to another guy I think from Texas who was kind of waiting for crypto to kind of move around. So apologize if that's not you. But yeah. Hey Kevin, what's up, man? Hey, how was the flight? And what airline did you choose? I keep hearing Starlux is amazing. I did not fly Starlux. I flew United. It was fine. I talked a little bit about that earlier. I think it was like 1,300 for the flight round trip. I upgraded my seats a little bit to like the next kind of level seating. I have a really good flight back to United States. I flew Cebu to NRT, whatever, Tokyo, and then Tokyo straight to Denver. 10-hour flight, super easy. I didn't really sleep, but whatever. The jet lag wasn't an issue. I was really kind of back on track the next day. I think I landed in Denver around noon. I got like whatever, maybe an hour nap around 2 p.m. And that was the only sleep though I had in like 24 hours. So I was a little bit wonky that first day. But then I took a melatonin at night at 9 p.m. and I slept all night and I was pretty much fine ever since. Yeah, maybe another day two of that. But actually, I was really surprised how quickly I adjusted to the time zone. So yeah, flight was great. And on the way back, I fly Denver. I can't remember either San Francisco or LA, and then LA back to NRT, Tokyo, and then back to Cebu. So I'll be back in Cebu on, I think, June 1st. And I'll be back in there. Yes, good stuff. Choose. Yeah. No worries. I got you, brother. No worries. Yeah, the coastal road in Davao is less than a year from being mostly completed. Will be amazing. I'm looking forward to it, brother. I know you're a fan of that area too. A little bit, yeah. I like Davao. I liked it there a lot. Here's the thing about Davao for me, and I would like to be in Davao maybe 6 months or so just to get a feel for it, and then kind of move out to some of the outlying areas. I don't want to be in a big city, but I do want to get a feel of the city like I did Cebu, right? Like I lived a year and a half, 2 years in Cebu. I know Cebu, right? So I'd want to do the same thing in Davao. Spend maybe 6 months in Davao, then maybe pop out a little bit to cities like Tagum that I stayed in for a while. Really dug. I love that little town, man. It's about an hour and a half out. And shit, Mary Rose, maybe we just move straight to Tagum, girl. You ready? Let's go. But yeah, I like it down there, man. I like Davao a lot. I like it. And then you got that little island. I can't remember the name of it, right off the coast of there. That's really popular. You sent me over a coffee? All right. Yeah. Oh, just recently? I haven't logged into that recently. Thank you. No, I appreciate that, man. Did I'm not logged into there. Buy me a coffee? Sometimes I even forget I have that thing, but I appreciate that, man. Yeah. May 23rd. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Just got logged in. No, thank you so much. It helps, man. Like I said, I wasn't doing the channel for fun or for money. It wasn't, but admittedly there was a little bit of a financial kind of goal around the channel, and that has not been met by no means. Really just kind of cover the cost of it, right? And what did we say the cost was, Di? 12,000? 11,000? Yeah. So right around, but that too is counting that's for tax purposes, right? Like that's what I told the IRS that, and it because of I claimed like travel and all that stuff, So, but you could say like I would probably travel anyways if I wasn't doing the channel. So arguably probably the channel cost is maybe half that, maybe around 5 or 6K, right, Di? All the software and the applications and hardware and all that. And the travel, I think, was the other half of it. So, anyways, point being, appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Thanks for financial assistance in making this channel grow and develop. Put Mary Rose's next brother through college. Thanks, Richard. Appreciate it, brother. Elo was hyped up too much by the Canadian blogger. I didn't like it there too much, but I hear you. Yeah, he was there. But even before him, people were talking Elo. And I know you were there and you didn't like it either, which is interesting because you're a cyclist, right? And they do have a lot of bike paths and stuff like that. Yeah, I just found the people a little cold, and I know you mentioned that as well. So, but yeah, I for everybody though, check it out for yourself, get your vibe and feel. I did not stay there very long, but I think Elo was getting hyped way before Michael was chatting about it. But obviously, his channel promoting that city is pretty big. But Texas Filipino's been out in that area, I think, for a while too. There's been a couple guys that have been there for a long time. Yeah, sounds like a trip to Lululemon, right? Yoga pants make good PJs. What you have some of those stretchy pants, don't you, Di?
It's exercise shorts. It's not
Right.
leggings. The leggings. I know now. The Lululemons is the leggings.
Yes.
But I don't wear it because.
In it? Oh, because what?
The front.
Oh, the front.
I have a different shape, so it's showy.
Right.
It's more like you will notice the front.
I got it.
But
listen, guys, I don't know. You guys probably, Mary Rose is not super shy when it comes to dress. You're not. You're more adventurous than most Filipinos. You are. You will wear a bikini. You will wear a G-string.
no. No, I just wear it when we're like start dating.
But most Filipinos they are. You're a little more adventurous, which honestly, sweetie, I love that. I love that about you. I love that you're out there. You're having fun. You're you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I just buy those because I told you.
Yeah, the Lululemons. You're not a fan because of the front. Well, now I kind of want to get a pair to see what you're talking about, though. I don't.
You want me to show you?
Sure.
I have leggings before, but I don't wear it because some people will comment like, "Is that all yours?"
Is that all yours?
The front.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
So I
yeah,
don't.
yeah. Okay, sorry. Wait, it wasn't me that you spoke with on the crypto. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm in crypto. Got in. No, but this guy was too. Super into crypto, right? And we were talking a lot about that. And before the election, a lot of people were talking about, Trump would it'd be a really good for crypto. And so I thought I saw something in the news or whatever today that crypto's at a good spot right now, or higher than it's been in a while. I don't have anything in it, unfortunately. All my stuff is just whatever. I really just do two stuff. Well, my 401k is managed separately, but my stuff is just through like Schwab index funds, which I did move around a little bit, actually. I did move around that just recently because I was I moved to just a what do you call a different index fund. I was in the medium cap, whatever. You know what? I got to switch microphones quick. 1 second. Does that sound bad, Di? Can you hear it?
Yes. Yes.
You hear it?
Not bad.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what's dying. All right, sorry guys. Hold on, I got to plug this in. Say something, babe. Answer a question.
What question should I
Yeah,
answer?
read Jeff's comment. JC Golf.
Speaking of eating, they have corn dogs in Philippines. You ever heard of corn dogs? A little mustard or mayo if you
You
want
skipped a
to.
bunch, but that's all right. Here,
Um,
we'll go back. Speaking of eating, have you? Hold on. Did I unplug my camera? Oh my gosh.
yeah. No, I didn't hear corn dogs in Philippines.
Hold on.
Or I don't know, maybe we called it differently.
You don't have corn dogs there, Di?
I don't know.
You don't know if you have corn dogs?
Yeah.
Where the heck's my face at?
You're gone? Oh yeah. No, I haven't heard corn dogs. Maybe I saw it, but we called it differently, or I don't know. But I'm not really fan of canned.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. I unplugged my camera accidentally. I had to plug in my microphones. Corn dogs in the Philip Mary Rose. Have you ever had corn dogs and mustard? Yeah. Have you never tried corn dogs? So it's like a hot dog with a bread over it, right?
Ah,
And then what's good on it is mustard. It's really good with mustard. I don't know if
I
I've seen them there.
hear that we have that here, but
Yeah.
um, I'm not really a fan of big hot dog. No,
No? Oh my gosh.
no,
Where are we going, Di? Huh?
I'm not fan of big hot dog. I just like the small hot dog, the one that has no cheese.
No cheese. Admittedly, honestly, the hot dogs there are not that good. They're kind of, I don't know. That is another thing I miss about the United States is like a good hot dog. Oh, I need to eat a good hot dog before I leave. Like a good hot dog. Yeah. There's some foods I need to show you, girl. I'm gonna bounce back up just a couple minutes. I'll catch up here, but we skipped over a couple, and I don't want to skip over any if I can. Sometimes I miss them accidentally, but I remember the first time in Lululemon store, I felt like a dirty old man. I looked to the left and wham, looked to the right and boom, looked forward, and the ex-wife looked pissed at me. Yeah, so yoga pants, man. Yeah, pretty wild. Yeah, Lululemon is the
Yeah,
place to go to get your high-end yoga pants, right?
it's we called it different here. It's called leggings.
Yeah, but Lululemon's just a
That's why.
particular brand, right?
Yeah, that's why I didn't know.
Yeah, got to delay going to Davao until the bridge is complete, and maybe 4 to 6 months will dramatically improve the quality over the coastal road. Okay, yeah, check it out. Will that have any impact, Dave, on the traffic through the town? So there's this river that runs through the town that kind of divides the town in the north and south, and I noticed that was a pretty major choke point in traffic. So if you're in the northern part of town, going to the southern part was a nightmare. So I'm not sure where that bridge is at, but hopefully it'll relieve some of that. Your camera looks good. Is your camera tracking with a software, or is it a new Anker webcam with a gimbal? This particular camera right now is the DJI Pocket Osmo 3, and it's got the face tracking on it set up right now. So yeah, I love this camera a lot. I don't really shoot with it too much. I shoot like B-roll and stuff like this with this a little bit. I shoot mostly with my Insta360 camera, and then I shoot a lot with my iPhone. So this is a camera I should shoot with it more, but carrying 3 cameras around or 2 cameras around sometimes isn't just super practical. I was considering selling it. It's a great camera. It's a great vlogging camera. The problem is I really need to. So part of my channel identity is shooting with that Insta360 camera, and I'm realizing I just want to keep shooting with that and just try to shoot with that as much as I can. And then just kind of shoot a little bit with this, but there's no question the image quality on this dang thing is amazing. It's really good. The thing I don't necessarily like about it though is it doesn't necessarily do good cinematic type shots. So if I want to kind of shoot something and then kind of blur out the background, it's hard to do with that. So everything is like super sharp. So it's got some things I don't like about it, but it's really phenomenal camera. Keep it real. I hope all is well, Chris. I remember your first video about moving to the Philippines. Time flies. Yeah, I can't wait to be doing the same thing. Really enjoyed my time in Cebu. Yeah, good for you, man. Good for you. Yeah, no, things are great. Just back in the United States for a little bit. You're seeing my daughter and then family, and then it'll be back soon. So yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. Samal Island. Yeah, exactly. Right off of Davao. Yeah, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, Samal. I wanted to get out there too. There's a lot to see in Davao. I like Davao a lot. That was the other thing I liked about kind of that region and being in like Tagum, just northeast of Davao. Now you've got this whole area of the Philippines that you can kind of travel around by bike. It's like I like to do. You can go south down to Mate. You can head up north up to what the hell is that? Is that Malaybalay? Yes, you can head up north, Bukatan. You can head up north that direction, or head down to General Santos and chill down there. Go over to Samal. Yeah, I lot to see there. Lot to be there. Yeah, this Mr. Davis too obsessed with the Philippines. Not every friend comment. No, he's all right, man. He is on a lot of channels commenting. I've seen him around, but he's a good dude. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Yeah. Lete sounds perfect as I like friendly people and calm waters. Yeah. Thanks, Legend. Yeah. I love Lete. I do. I think my 2 like favorite towns in Leyte, like if I was coming as a new guy to Leyte, Ormoc and Bye Bye. What do you think, Di?
Yeah, Ormoc is a bigger province here, so you have malls there and restaurants. Unlike if you were first timer and then you come here in Palampon and your first impression will be like, it's no good in the province. So Ormoc and Bye Bye, yes.
It's quiet. But if you're a really country guy, right? Like if you're moving from whatever, Nebraska, South Dakota, where I lived in South Dakota, lived in Kentucky, right? If you're a country guy, yeah, come out, man. Come out to like Palampon and crap like that. It's super remote. I would say though, don't like come when college is in town because the town is really different. I had a guy living in Cebu for a year, struggling with dating. That's what I'm talking about, right? So struggling with dating. He's like, I'm not, finding garbage dates and stuff like that. On the boat ride over here, he meets a girl. Yep. Like Mary Rose, sweet little province girl. Same 22. Yeah. Big smile. Just like that one right there. Yeah. Getting out of the city, getting out in the provinces, just meet these really just good people. Not even just girls. You just meet good people, right? If the dating thing isn't your deal, or whatever, right? Just good, good, good country people. I love it. But if I was kind of moving to Leyte again as a new guy, Ormoc is pretty province, right? Fresh off the boat, fresh coming from the United States, Ormoc would be a challenge. The big problem with coming to the areas like here's this housing. Where the hell do you live? There's no way I would be able to kind of do this, and if I didn't have Mary Rose, no way. She found the apartment. She's probably going to find the next apartment. She did find the next apartment, right? So there's some challenges with it out here, but it's nice. It's not rookie mode out there. Usually guys that have been in the Philippines for a while are out there, which is nice because you're not dealing with the amateur hour. You're not dealing with guys who are trying to sleep with everything that's walking. You know what I mean? You got guys who are grounded and that kind of deal. At least that's been my experience being out in the provinces. So I dig it, man. I like it a lot. But again, Ormoc and Bye Bye would be kind of my top two choices. You're on the western coast. You're a little bit away from like the leading edge of the storms. You're probably going to get a little more tropical stuff than you would in like Cebu, but you're not on the leading edge of it, right? You're on the western coast. So then you got good sunsets. There's still some islands and stuff too you can chill at. There's some islands all up and down those little coastal areas you can go and bounce around at. But yeah, Lete's great. I'm a fan. I like it a lot. Yeah, it's called the Bringer Ridge in Davao on the coastal road. Okay. Yeah, nice, dude. I'll look it up, brother. Appreciate it. Yeah, be careful cutting, Mr. Dave. Start thinking you're very handsome. I know he says that a lot, dude. He's really interesting. He's an actor, and he's doing this. He's doing a character. So Dave's an actor. Yeah, it's really wild, man. He's an interesting character. I've met him on a couple times. Yeah, hey, Cap. Yeah, welcome back, Chris. Yeah, thanks, brother. Appreciate it, man. Isn't she? My gosh, absolutely. Look at her, especially when she gets a big smile. Sweetie, I'm so glad we fixed your teeth because now you actually smile. Before, when I met you, you would never smile. You're right. You were self-conscious of your teeth, but yeah, and that's really just so guys know, right? Really common. Dental care isn't high priority. So a lot of times when you're dating a girl, there might be some stuff to do there. And what I do is, when I'm going to the dentist to get my own teeth clean, it's like, hey, let's go. And then, Mary Rose is all about it. So she went and got her clean. And then we talked about, because she had a little bit of, it wasn't a chipped tooth, just the tooth hadn't dropped down far, right? Yeah, it was just kind of sitting up. So we went and whatever, a couple pesos, and we got that fixed. And now she actually likes to smile, which you have a great smile, babe. You should smile. Versus that face. Yeah, see, that one's better. Jeff says, if I want a good dog, you gotta spark up the barbecue and go hit up a food carter truck. Yeah, no dang A&W whistling dogs. There is actually a really good, now that you say that, there's actually a really good dog cart downtown Denver that we used to go to down for lunch. And then he also did brats. Yeah, maybe I'm trying to remember it. Maybe swing by there and check it out. I've been to the Philippines twice, both trips. I never saw any stretchy pants, but yet up here at 250 pounds is wearing, yes, but everyone at 250 pounds is wearing them. Life's not fair. Yeah. A lot of pajamas, a lot of girls walking around in what you think are pajamas, and why the heck they walking around in that thing, right?
Here, it's different. They don't really wear that because people will judge them.
Right.
Same as me. So they ask me if it's all mine.
Right.
So
Oh,
and
now I get you now.
some people would wear the leggings. They will like, oh, you're so blessed.
Yeah. So super conservative, right? They don't want to wear anything like that.
No, and especially in like public places.
Yeah, and it depends on the region. Like
Mhm.
when we were in Tacloban, they were super conservative.
Yeah.
But in Cebu, they're not.
Yes.
Yeah, Cebu they're not at all. But certain regions are more conservative than others. Yeah. Yeah, Coastal Road is a highway around the city with about 4 exits to the city. It's a nice place to relax on the water. All right, sweet. Yeah. Mark. Yeah, I know, right? Poor guy. You just got to get out to the beach. Although in the beach, they wear a lot of clothes when they swim in too. Uh, but right,
When we first date and then I wear my shirt and my short, you were like, "Are you swimming like that?" And then the lady in the swimming pool told me, "You don't swim, mom, with that shirt on." So I
right,
started buying bikini that time
right. Well,
because
I remember. Go ahead.
they won't allow me to swim in the swimming pool with my t-shirt and short.
Right? No, they wanted you in the swimsuit. I remember the first time we took a shower. You were fully dressed in the shower.
Yeah.
I was like, "Are you gonna shower and with all your clothes on?" You're like, "Yeah." Nice. Oh, so cute, man. You see the new AI text movie? Oh no, wait, I have to check that out. You can invest. Go start up your chicken farm in the blue while uploading vlogs of you swimming under the waterfalls. AI generated. Yeah, no, man. Yeah, dude, I've been diving deep into AI. I don't really use it for any kind of content creation. I mean, it'll have me create titles and descriptions and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it, man. Really just enjoying diving down the rabbit hole of AI and just learning crap, right? Configuring stuff on my computers and um, finances, right? Just looking at different stocks and switching over to some other things and stocks that had lower fees and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, you name it, right? I've been digging it. I've been really. I use it for budgeting now. That's actually how in my descriptions. So I go through and I'm listing all my expenses as I go through the day, and then that'll sync up with my video description. So when I'm writing my video descriptions, I'm like, hey, pull in the most recent budget information, and boom, it pulls it right in. So yeah, dude, I'm freaking digging it. I'm really excited about all the advances in technology. I mean, probably the biggest advances that we've ever seen in our lifetime are happening right now. So pretty wild, right? Pretty wild. Mr. Dave, if you look into the gated communities, they're easier to find houses in the Philippines by yourself as a foreigner. Yeah, yeah. And I think, dude, I might have skipped one of your comments about Butuan because I don't remember reading it, but I remember you saying something about it earlier. Um, but there's a gated community in Butuan that a buddy of mine stayed at. The northern part of town, northwest part of town, on the other side of the bridge, that I might go check out. Mary Rose and I might go check out. So yeah, man. I decided to steer away from the dating sites and try a different tact. Then go into yoga and salsa. And unfortunately, my thermostat is set to Colorado or Canada winter. So I'm drenched head to toe in sweat. Good for you, dude. You're not going to have any problems, brother. You're not going to have any problems. And if you do, just get out of the city. You know? Yeah. It's just amazing. Just really like I'm telling you, man, my buddy, Jack, he hopped on a boat. He's been living in Cebu for the past year. Hopped on a boat, and on the boat ride over here, met a girl. Right? Right, Nye?
Yes, yes.
How they doing? You hung out with them, right?
Yeah, they're doing good. They hang out. He hang out with the family too.
Good. And did she see the apartments? What did she think of the apartments?
Yeah, she likes it.
Right?
Yeah. The girl is with him when they got here.
Yeah, good. Did you guys went to eat at Julian's?
Yeah, we ate there.
Cool.
She's super shy.
She's still really shy.
Yeah, especially with me around, maybe because she's not used to speaking in English with a
Right.
foreigner. But
Yeah.
when she's with Jack, she's comfortable now.
Good. Yeah, good for them. Yeah, good for them. Yeah, but lots of yoga pants. Yeah. Yeah. Another good option is church. Church is a good option, but you're right. I'd stay off the dating sites, brother. Especially guys like, look, the dating sites are great for guys. Maybe here you're for a short time, or you just want to date a bunch of girls. I think that's a good thing. But if you're looking for like the girlfriend or something like that, I don't know. Mary Rose and I got lucky, but I think too. But it's because we're in the province and not in the city. But I do. I think Kevin, the way you're doing it, brother, is the way to do it. Just get out, live your life. You're in it. We're in an area where there are a lot of women who want to date us. So it's just a matter of getting out and meeting the ones, that are interested in what we want, and then you'll be just fine. But honestly, that girl that worked for freaking Cebu Pacific, she sounded great. Although you said she looked like she was younger than Mary Rose. So, one of the struggles, and I think I may have told you this before, girl, but when I first met you, you look young, right? You look young. You look better now because you've gained some weight. But I was a little bit like you might be a little bit too young, even like too young looking. Like it made me uncomfortable. Well, Kevin was sharing with me when I was in Cebu. He's like, dude, I like this girl. She's smart. She's got a good family. She's got a good career and all this stuff. But she looks like she's 15, So he says, I can't date a 15-year-old. So he and I were just laughing about it for a while. But I said, I felt the same way about you. I said, this she looks like she's 15. I can't date her, right? It just makes me go, whatever, right? So, anyways.
Yeah, even the local told me if I'm 14.
Right.
Because I'm so gamay. I'm so little when we didn't met yet.
Right. So I mean, you've gained some weight. You look older now, so.
I look older now.
A little bit. But I've gotten used to it. And that's kind of what I told him too. It's like, that thing where, that just kind of wears off. And the thing that I said about you is when, we had set this up early on because make you comfortable and me comfortable too. I said, you know what? Let's just be friends. Let's just hang out. Let's not even worry about dating. Right. And we just did that for 2 weeks. It wasn't even about anything. So, and that was kind of me too. It's like, all right, well, whatever. Let me get to know this person and let me get to see who you are. And, then we just kind of started dating after that, after whatever. Yeah.
Oh, Chris.
The yoga pant leggings things doing the rounds. Yes. All right. Everyone's chatting about them. You don't have any yoga pants, babe?
My mom bought it, but I didn't wear it because, as what they said, I'm so blessed or what. I will show you when you get here. That's why I don't wear it.
All right. I'm a diehard golf. And better and use AI to gather stats and answers about various queries. Very wild, isn't it? Dude, I'm freaking loving AI. Let me pull up a list of all the crap that I do. Like I'll use it for my RSMR stuff. I'll use it for finding stuff out. Yeah, I actually use it a lot for replying to comments. So Mary Rose, I gave a tutorial on how to eject external media. My HDR settings, I finally got HDR to work. So I was like, help me out with this HDR stuff. Yeah, when I was in Best Buy looking at external hard drives, hey, tell me about this Seagate hard drive. But dude, it's just, oh yeah. So Skype, right? Skype went away in May, and I was using freaking Skype. So I'm like, what the hell do I do? You have you have any recommendations for alternative to Skype? And it rattled off a bunch. Google Voice being one of them. Yeah, Domino's Pizza versus Papa John's. I was like, all right, which one is better recommended for like their sub menu? I was looking to get some sandwiches or something like that. Like, yeah, Domino's is much better. So, anyways, man, it's just I'm freaking for everything. It's so incredibly, yeah. TSA pre-check. I just Pink Floyd Animals album. Yeah. Anyways, sea kayaking. You know, it's just anything you want to learn, right? Anything you want to know about, and in a format that's useful. You know, I really feel like I want to get some mastery in prompting, right? Like a lot of the YouTube that I watch is around AI prompting and trying to get a little bit better at that. You know, one of the queries that I was doing with my daughter, and she's graduating high school, is this scenario where she and I are going to do this. It's setting up AI. It's like, all right, AI, ask my daughter enough questions where you have an understanding of her and what career would work for her, and give me two options that are obvious and two options that are not obvious, and then also two with the career path, give me a college major that coincides with that, right? I mean, come on, man. So then, boom, what AI would do is start rattling off questions to her to get an understanding of who she is to recommend a career path. Then she can go study in the university. I mean, it's just so many options out there, man. I'm just really, really, really excited about it. I wish it was around my lifetime, honestly. My new favorite handsome man is Brit in the Philippines. My gosh. Camellia Butuan. Camila Butuan is downtown and across the bridge. Yeah, but it's not my style because the guards stare at me whenever I enter. I prefer subdivisions with only one guard, so there's no intimidation. Yeah, I think that might be the area where I might be going to. Chris, ever the charmer. You gain weight and you look older now. I know, right? I have. I think I have gained some weight. What do you think, Dai? Exactly. Query, where to find a good Maasai woman, right? Yeah. My favorite Cebu Pacific employee did the condo tour last night. Working on it. Thanks for the advice. Don't let it worry you, brother. I'm telling you. If she checks all the boxes, I mean, come on. You know, what do you got to lose? And you're a good guy, man. You know, whatever. But all right. Well, I think we've cut up all the comments. We've been going for 2.5 hours. My goodness. Wow. Long time, right? We'll end it here. Salamat kayo dai emping ayo ayo. Nice seeing you on here. Good chatting with you. Anything you want to say before we sign off?
I just want to say thank you for congratulating me.
Yeah. For congratulating you on your graduation coming up. Yeah, really. Congratulations, girl. No, seriously, you have completed your degree. Pretty impressive, pretty powerfully. You're going to be done. Next chapters. All right, guys. We're going to end the line stream here. I really appreciate everyone. I'm going to go to bed. Mary Rose is up to her day, finishing her projects. We will see you guys on the next one. Ampin. Ayo, ayo.